certain ways in terms of stabilizing Afghanistan. Why Najibullah's national reconciliation policy failed, perhaps one would find that there are some very similar challenges. Pakistan remains a major factor. Apart from the internal dimension, the internal political dynamics of the country, which I have already referred to, there is a strong external dimension which General Sani has been constantly referring to. In the run-up to the Chicago summit in May 2012, if I'm right, we were hearing about something called Afghan good enough. Now, if one were to draw lessons from the Geneva Accords or from the, from what happened in 91 and 92, perhaps somewhere we need to understand that there has to be a Pakistan good enough for the Afghan good enough to be there. The problem again goes across into the tribal areas of Pakistan. Now, given the limitations that regional countries have, given the limitations that the Afghanistan has, I think somewhere we need to look beyond 2014. We need not get bogged down by what happens in 2014 or what exactly will be the outcome of the current political transition. Somewhere we all have an idea of what is likely to happen. Afghanistan will not be a stable country. Afghanistan will remain dependent on international aid. So, assuming that Afghanistan will remain unstable, there will be problems with institution building, there will be problems with the Afghan national security forces, police, army, the entire security sector will remain a huge challenge. Somewhere I feel that broadly, we have two options. One, we help build Afghan capacities to a point where they can manage their internal and external challenges with minimal support from outside. That's one broad option. Second broad and a long-term option is we wait for Pakistan to transform, or we help transform Pakistan in the long run. Now, both would require a long-term strategy and a long-term thinking, and both have their own limitations. Now, when I compare the first option with the second, I personally feel the first option is something we are already talking about. That is building Afghan capacity. They know the best how to deal with Pakistan, how to deal with the external dimensions to the conflict within Afghanistan. I think West has completely failed to comprehend the dynamics not only within Afghanistan, but the dynamics of competitive relationship between Pakistan and Afghanistan, which has long historical roots. Now that is something for Pakistan and Afghanistan to deal with, though it has implications for the entire region. Now when we are looking at options, I have already referred to two broad, but perhaps in this interaction, in this discussion, we need to narrow down on what exactly countries like India and Russia can do. I would also like to bring in Iran here. Iran in the sense that there has been too much of focus on what Pakistan has been doing, how important is Pakistan's role in terms of bringing reconciliation within the country. I think Iran is a much bigger cultural force inside Afghanistan compared to Pakistan. Pakistan is not a social or cultural force inside Afghanistan compared to Iran. Iran has a long border, but then it has a longer history with the Afghans. Iran, the way it works its way up through various networks within Afghanistan, that too needs to be taken into account. So there are various sides, various dimensions to the way Iranian role plays out inside the country.
I just intervene in abundant Afghanistan. It was only 3 countries in 90s which helped Afghanistan, and those 3 countries were Russia, India and Iran. And I very much wish that we continue to take up cudgels for ensuring that this country doesn't go under.
And I just wanted a very brief comment on the, the reviving the Afghan economy. Again, lessons need to be drawn from history. Afghan economy has always flourished when there was a relatively strong power in Kabul, relatively strong center in Kabul, number one. Number two, when the economies around Afghanistan have flourished. This is precisely, I think, building infrastructure which could integrate Afghanistan into the regional economies, be it Central Asia, Eurasia, be it with Iran, or be it with India, which is second largest country with a huge market. I think Afghan economy has to be integrated with the regional economies, but there's a catch here. The regional economies too have to do well for the Afghan economy to revive, for formal Afghan economy to outpace the drug economy within the country. So we go back to the same old solutions, same old way forward. We see it as part of Afghanistan's own struggle, its own internal struggle to find the right kind of balance of power, to build a power is a sustainable and an alternate political system which did come into existence with the Bond process.
आगे ले आओ आगे 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 ले